So if you're selling products on Amazon FBA, you're most likely getting them from Alibaba.com, which means you're getting it from Chinese suppliers. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys 5 tips to guarantee that you can negotiate the best price with your suppliers. And I'm gonna give you 1 tip at the very end, which is the most important. This is like the secret sauce, guys, that nobody else is using. So make sure you stick around to the very end for that. And I don't need to tell you guys why the price is so important. It's very obvious, but I just want to make sure that you guys aren't going on Alibaba and just paying the exact price that they're marketing just because, you know, you think it's a good price, but I bet you can get a better price. And I can promise you that if you're not doing any of the things that I mentioned in this video, you're definitely not getting the best price from your supplier. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with number 1, you need to know your product. So most people, when they're launching a product on Amazon, they just go to Alibaba.com. They don't know anything about the product. They just know what it looks like, and they send a picture to their supplier and say, this is what I want. Then once the supplier starts asking them questions, okay, well, what kind of materials do you want? The person says, oh, I don't know. What kind of materials do you recommend? Or what kind of materials do people mostly use? Guys, as soon as you say that, the supplier knows you're a total beginner, you're a total rookie, and they're just gonna rinse you on the price. So we don't want that. What I always do is I spend at least a few hours before reaching out to suppliers and educate myself on this product. So let's just use stuffed animals as an example. So I'll Google, what kind of materials do they use on the outside? What kind of materials do they use on the inside? What kind of materials do they use for like the eyes? You know, is it soft or is it hard material or whatever? Or you can even just go on Amazon, look at, okay, what kind of materials are my competitors using? All that information will be there, guys. Just spend a few hours, educate yourself on whatever product it is that you're looking to launch. Then when you're messaging the supplier, you can say, hey, look, this is the type of material we want on the outside. On the inside, this is what we want. This is the type of packaging we want, right? I know with stuffed animals, usually they vacuum seal the product so it's cheaper on shipping. Just mention that to them and then they'll know, okay, well, this guy knows a little bit about what he's talking about, right? You don't have to know everything about the product, but at least know the basics so that they know you're not a complete beginner. It's like a good metaphor is like, let's say you go to Mexico. As soon as a tourist walks in the store, the locals know, okay, this guy's not from here. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Let's just charge him the tourist price. But all the locals get the good price. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna be locals in China and we're gonna get the best prices, but as long as they know, okay, hey, this guy seems like he's done business on before, he'll be a long-term client, let's try to give him a good price. Like he's a professional, he's a businessman. So that's what we're trying to go for, guys. We don't want to walk into the store looking like a complete rookie. Moving on to number 2, make sure you get multiple quotes. Now, this is important for a multiple of reasons. Number 1, you don't want to just be going with the first person you talk to because you don't know if they're the best, right? What I like to do is I reach out to at least 10 suppliers, and then from those 10 suppliers, I'll probably order samples from about 4 or 5. And then from those 4 or 5 samples, I probably end up narrowing it down to 2 and then getting them to negotiate against each other and get the best price and the best quality. Another reason why it's really important as well is because you don't know what the market value of this product is. I made this mistake at the very beginning of my Amazon journey is I would say, well, it'd be great if I could just get the product for this price, but it's like a completely unrealistic price. So we need to get multiple quotes from different suppliers so we know what the market price of this product is. So for example, let's say we reach out to 10 people, 8 of them tell us the price of this product is between $5 to $7. And then one person's at $3 and then one person's at $10. So now we know, okay, the guy at $3 is probably really shitty quality. 5 to 7 seems like the target range. And then $10, the guy is just completely trying to rip us off. So now we know when we're negotiating with all the suppliers, that 5 to 7 is the range. We're probably gonna wanna try to be around that low $5 range. Because if we just go to these suppliers from the very beginning and say, hey, look, we wanna get it for $3, everyone's gonna know, okay, well, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And like, there's no way we can sell it for $3. So that's why it's really important. And then it's also very important for all these suppliers to know that you're talking to other suppliers because that gives you leverage. They don't wanna lose out to these other suppliers. Number 3, when you're getting quotes from suppliers, always ask for a quote for multiple amounts. So let's say I know I'm just getting 200 pieces. I won't just go to these suppliers and say, hey, give me a price on 200 pieces. I'll say, can I please get a quote for 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces, and 2,000 pieces? And this is important because I wanna see what kind of price are they willing to give me on 2,000 pieces or 1,000 pieces, because then I know that's the range that they're willing to come down to. You know, now I'm not saying we can get that price. Like it's going to be very hard for us to get the price for 2,000 pieces for 200 pieces, but we can try to get close to it. Another thing that this does as well, guys, is it shows the supplier that, hey, okay, this guy's asking for a price on 2,000 pieces. Like, he must be serious. He must know, or he must order he's probably gonna order those amounts in the future. Versus if we're just saying 200 pieces and that's all we're asking for, we look like small time fish. We want to give them the impression that we're serious professional sellers and that we can do really well with our product, which in return is going to make them a lot of money. And that's absolutely true, guys. That's what we're trying to go for here as well. So you asking for the 2,000 pieces is not unrealistic. In the end, that is the goal, to be ordering those amounts of quantities. You're not just going to keep ordering 200 pieces or 500 pieces for the whole year. Number 4, be nice to the supplier. Now, I know this one seems very obvious, but I can tell you guys from firsthand experience, sometimes you forget that you're dealing with a person because you never actually get to meet these guys in person. You're just messaging them through the computer. So it's very easy to be kind of cold towards them and just say, look, I need this price, this is the product I need. And you're not really treating them with that human element. So my recommendation, guys, is be nice to them. I'm not saying be overly nice, right? Don't be spineless, but be a professional, be respectful. Ask them how their weekend was, right? Just little things like that go a long way. You can even say, because they don't work on weekends, they're in China. So you can say, hey, I know you're not working during the weekend, but just get me the quote after the weekend. That shows that you're nice, you're respectful, and you know that they don't work weekends. So you obviously must do business in China. That goes a long way. And this is sales 101, guys. People like to work with people that they like. So the nicer you are to them, I think the more they're gonna wanna do business with you. And I can testify to this, guys, because one of my suppliers that I have the best relationship with, it's gone to the point now where he always gives me the best price. Anytime I'm getting quotes, I still get quotes from other suppliers, but he always comes back almost 50% lower than everybody else. So once they like you and they know, obviously they know that I can sell products and I make the money and we have a good long-term relationship, but once they like you and they can see that it's a beneficial relationship for everybody, they're gonna make sure they give you the best price. Number 5, this is a very important one, guys. If you're gonna take anything from this, take this one right here. And this is, tell the supplier that you're looking for a long-term partnership. Make sure you use the word partnership, because what you need to understand is most of these suppliers, at least the good suppliers, they want to make money over the long term. They're not just trying to charge you as much upfront and for a one-time order and never see you again, right? If you can show them, hey, look, I'm looking to build this brand out for the long term and I want you guys to be my partners and we're all gonna make money. That's the best thing you can do, right? Because they'd rather make a little bit of money every few months over 5-6 years versus just charging you a bunch up front and making a little bit of money now. And a good supplier will understand this. So really make sure you're painting this picture to them like, hey, look, I'm looking for someone that I can partner with. We're gonna build this brand over the long term. Obviously, if I make a lot of money, you make a lot of money. And you can even use this one little tactic as well. If they're not giving you the best price, you can say, guys, if you're giving me this price, I won't be able to be competitive on the market because I'll have to charge more than all the other competitors, which in return is probably gonna mean that I don't make as much money, which in return means I won't be able to order as many from you guys. So everybody's not making as much money. So that's gonna be very important, and just really push on that and get them excited about the product as well, right? If you are an Amazon seller and you can show them, hey, look, here's another product I launched, this is how much money we're making, et cetera, show them proof, show them receipts. Look, this is what I've done and this is what I can do. We're very excited about this product. We know it can do X amount, whatever. Get them excited about it because they're in the business to make money. So as long as, if they think that, hey, this guy can be really successful, they're gonna be successful in return. So there was the 5 tips. Now I'm gonna give you guys the bonus one. This is the secret sauce, guys, and that is get them on FaceTime. So when you're talking to these suppliers, you're gonna start on Alibaba, message 10 of them, right? And then narrow it down to your top 3 guys where the prices are all pretty competitive. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get them from Alibaba to WeChat, which is like a Chinese app. Just download it. It's much easier to message your suppliers from there. And then on there, you're gonna ask them to FaceTime. Ask them, hey, I wanna see the factory. Can I also hop on a FaceTime with you and your manager? We can discuss the price. I promise you guys this is gonna help so much. I've never not done a FaceTime call with the manager and not gotten the price that I wanted, because this shows them that you are very serious, right? And plus, what did I say about the human element earlier, guys? Like when they can see you face to face, you're smiling, you're being nice and professional, they're gonna like that a lot. And it's gonna show them that you're a serious businessman or businesswoman and that you're here to do business. So hop on the phone with them. At that point, you gotta already have a little bit of knowledge. Okay, well, hey, look, I got this for $5 from another guy. You guys are offering $6. I need you guys to get it to 5. If you guys can do 5, I'd love to work with you. If not, then I understand, but you guys seem very nice. I'd much rather work with you than them, but of course we have to do what's best for the business, etc., etc. I promise you guys, if you can hop on FaceTime with them, make them laugh a little bit, it is gonna go so far. And once again, it just adds that human element to it, and they don't get this a lot. So when you're asking to FaceTime them, they're gonna be like, holy smokes, this guy must be very serious, and he actually wants to see the factory. Ask them for a tour of the factory, and they're gonna love that. And just because I'm a nice guy, I'm gonna give you guys another bonus tip, which is always renegotiate. So let's say you order 500 pieces at the very beginning, you get X price. Now on the next order, you're ordering 1,000 pieces, renegotiate, right? Let's say you paid $1, now try to get it down to 90 cents. And then let's say now from 1,000, you're ordering 2,000 on your following order, renegotiate as well. Even if you're happy with the price that you're getting for the 1,000 pieces, guys, just try to renegotiate, right? We're in the business of making money, and most of the times your suppliers are gonna be okay with that. Even if it's just a little amount that you're able to negotiate, it's gonna help you in the long run. Next time you're negotiating with your suppliers, use these strategies and let me know how it goes. You guys are all gonna be professionals now. I already know it. So let me know how it goes. You guys can connect with me down in the comments below or just message me on Instagram directly. And also guys, if there's some tips that I didn't mention or there's some tips that you guys use, leave them down in the comments below. Let everyone benefit from them. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.